Hey everybody, what's up? My name's Josh. Today I'm here to talk about Codesmith and their weekly meetup, Build with Code. For anyone who doesn't know what Codesmith is, it's a 12-week immersive software engineering program that teaches computer science, full-stack JavaScript, and mobile development. And they also teach you how to think like an engineer so that you have an engineering mindset and you can approach problems properly and you can build the projects that you actually want to build. Based upon my experience, I've kind of created 3 core components that I believe adhere to Codesmith. And the first of those being community. Being there in that energy and in that environment and around what's going on there is really special. I could only imagine what it was like to be at an early Google or Facebook or even Apple, but I assume that the experience was very similar to this. Now, I guess the first kind of subcategory of the first key component would be the people. The people there are wonderful. Everyone is so nice and welcoming, and they really make you feel like you're a part of the family. Secondly, the instructors. The CTO, Will Sentence, and lead engineer, Alex Zai, are probably 2 of the most brilliant guys that I've had the pleasure of meeting and talking with. Not only are they entirely genuine and remarkable, they're revolutionizing the software education industry and the tech industry at the same time. Aside from Codesmith, one of the projects that they've developed together is called IceCom. And IceCom basically allows you to add serverless video chat and data transfer to your application in under 10 lines of JavaScript and 4 lines of Angular, I believe. And they also plan to open source that, so that speaks to their character alone. And the second key component is the curriculum. This is one of the major items that really sets them apart from what everyone else is doing. The core of their front-end curriculum is React.js. And React.js is basically a open source JavaScript library focused on building user interfaces. And it aims to address the challenges encountered in developing single-page applications. Not only are they using React, they're also using React Native, which enables you to build world-class applications on native platforms. Another part of their curriculum is distributed systems and machine learning. And these things are currently running the technologies that we all use daily, including but not limited to Gmail, iCloud, Google being able to know what it is that you want to search before you're finished typing. And no other program in the country or, probably the world is doing that. Now, the third and final key component would be passion. And this is something that I haven't noticed about any of the other places here in Los Angeles. I've been to Maker Square and a few of the other similar meetups in the area, and Codesmith rivals them all, really. There is no comparison. I won't go too deep into my experience with those other places, but it was highly uncomfortable. I could kind of see through all of the marketing ploys and so on and so forth, and I realized at the end of the day it was just a business, and I don't really welcome that environment for myself, and I don't think anyone should either. Again, that's just my personal experience. It wasn't very enticing for me, but moving on, everyone at Codesmith is endlessly passionate about what it is that they're doing. They actually want to help you bring your dreams to fruition and build the companies and projects that you envision, and essentially to change the world, because that's realistically the goal for everyone trying to do this, is to revolutionize things and change the world. It's a really special place and a really special time to be there, and I suggest that everyone experience it for themselves. Which will lead me to my next point. Their weekly meetup on Thursdays called Build with Code. They offer free drinks, free food most of the time, and not only those 2 things, but you get to learn about programming and JavaScript and talk to some really cool people. Now, the way that it kind of works is, once you start, you go around, introduce yourself, and talk about what projects you've been building, if anything, and what your interest in JavaScript is. Subsequently, the instructor Will goes into a lecture about the topic of that day, and he has slideshows and kind of breaks down everything to first principles for you. And if you're a fan of Elon Musk, then you'll know that that's how you get things done. That's one of his main philosophies, and how he approaches all problems is breaking them down to first principles. So with Will applying that, and then also his teaching methods alone, he makes everything so clear and concise, to the point that once he's finished explaining it, the little light goes off in your head, and you're like, oh wow, I finally see. I don't understand what it was that I made it so complicated previously, and now I understand. Especially in dealing with the topic last week, which is high order functions and callbacks, which are two of the most misunderstood objects, no pun intended, in JavaScript. And he cleared it right up. Once he finishes the lecture, you then pair program and work on an application or challenges that are previously created for you. And you're probably saying, oh, I'm not going to go specifically for the reason of pair programming. That's all well and good, but I think that pair programming is a great thing. Not only can you possibly make a new friend, but you get to see how someone else would approach a problem. And maybe in the future for you, it will help you arrive at a solution a different way because you had that experience. So while you're pair programming, the EIRs, or engineers in residence, come in and offer their advice or help if you may get stuck or anything, or if for any general questions that you may have regarding the challenges. And those guys are all great. They're extremely nice and helpful. Once you guys go through the challenges and solve everything, Will wraps it up with a summarization to help cement everything that he's talked about, and then you can stay and work more on your challenge or your application or your problem, or you can go home, or you can go mingle, get some food or some drinks, and hang out and talk with everybody. It's really a great time and a great experience and a great environment, and I suggest that everyone come check it out. Hopefully I was able to clear up any questions or concerns about Codesmith or their meetup on Thursday. If not, just shoot me a message or a comment, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And if I can't answer any of your questions, Joey at Codesmith would be glad to. He's a really, really great guy as well. And I will also provide links to all the information and everything that I've discussed in the video, so that you can do your own research and check everything out for yourselves. All right, thanks for watching.